Hey, welcome to Waking Up to Win.
I'm Annie.
And I'm Chad.
And this is your space for real estate motivation, mindset, and the kind of coaching that pushes you from stuck to a top producer.
We are all about helping agents work on their business, not just run ragged in it.
And we believe there is more than enough room at the top for everyone to win.
Let's dive in. How's it going this week, Annie?
Great. How about you?
It's going. Christmas is coming, so it's weird. This time of year is just weird always.
Have you done shopping?
I've done shopping for our office party. I have not done a lick of shopping for my family or friends.
We did go Black Friday shopping, but...
Oh, yeah, we did. I did buy a couple presents on Black Friday for my dad and for my one brother, so I guess I have done some shopping, but...
Yeah, I'm becoming an online shopper, like, all the way. It's so easy. Never thought I would say that. I hated it when it was going that route. It doesn't even matter. If I don't like it, I send it back. It's so easy to send it. Well, if you do Amazon.
I was going to say, I haven't mastered that skill yet of sending it back, so I don't do a lot of online shopping because when I buy it, it's staying in my house, so.
Yeah, which was my problem. But so I will find things that somebody else has and then go see if I can get it from Amazon. Mm-hmm. But like I've been trying to find Jamie some clothes and I have to keep going back to Kohl's and exchanging them. And I'm like, I would rather just have it all come, pick out one and send all the rest of it back. So
yeah, I get that with my Stitch Fix.
Yeah, but that's just for yourself. I was thinking Christmas shopping.
Well, that too. But you just said he comes home and tries them on and then you send back whatever. That's
still his Christmas clothes.
Oh, well, we'll just call those my Christmas
clothes. Your Christmas clothes.
I'm fine with it.
I saw a meme for that yesterday with the Grinch. That was something about shopping, but how you only buy stuff for yourself. And I was like, it's so Chad.
That's exactly how I shop. Mikey gets mad at me all the time because I'm like, one for me, one for you.
I know, 2026, I'm going to shop less.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I'm going to keep them.
Is it my turn for a quote today?
I actually have one.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay.
It's from our morning phone call that I did.
I'll save mine for next week.
Okay. Did you have one?
Yeah.
Oh. This is from our morning motivational phone call, and it was, your mind is a magnet. It attracts whatever you focus on, so choose your thoughts wisely to pull greatness into your reality.
That's a good one. It's a hard one for people.
Yeah. We paired that with a sentence you should say to yourself every day. And I got this from Mel Robbins.
And what was that?
And it was, great things keep happening to me. Mm-hmm. And it's, so.
Yeah, that whole law of attraction affirmation thing, it took me a while to buy into it.
I know you're a skeptic.
Because it's very like silly, right? Like just saying that to yourself is silly. So I always felt silly whenever I would say affirmations, and I know I'm silly in real life, but like in my head, I'm not that silly.
I'm not used the word silly. Yeah. No, but it's true.
It's hard to make yourself say it out loud, but that is like literally that's the whole point of doing it. Is your mind is trained not to think those things; it's trained to think in the negative, and the only way to retrain it is to say it out loud. So, I had to go down the rabbit hole of the actual psychology and science behind why affirmations work before I bought into them. But that does exist, because the first time I was introduced to affirmations and those types of statements, I wasn't given any science or research to back it up. I was just told it works, right? Like just like watching one of these podcasts or whatever. And I'm like, that doesn't work. You sound like an idiot talking to yourself in the mirror in the morning. What the hell? But it does work.
I don't
100%
actually
works.
Talk to myself in the mirror, but but the great things keep happening. If it's the more you look for it, the more your mind looks for it.
Yeah.
It silences all the other noise around you and you see it. And when they talk about it, it's like you've never seen a purple car until you buy a purple car.
And you see purple cars.
And so if great things keep happening to me, all of a sudden you see all the great things that happen to you.
No, it's true and I have this argument with a lot of people, my dad being one of them. He believes there are absolute truths that are just inherent in the universe. And I'm like, I think the truth is just, I heard a saying, and I don't remember where it was, but it was a different saying. The truth is not made up of facts. It's just made up. Oh, it was in Wicked, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Mr. Wizard says this, like, you know, because the whole premise is he's got this town under political control, the Emerald City or whatever, and he's the bad guy or the villain. But he says the truth is not made up of facts. It's made up of what everyone agrees on. And that is, like, for me.
But it's even not what everyone agrees on, because your truth is different than my truth.
That's but there's still our truth. That's the whole point. Everybody's truth is different. That's the basis of, like, for me, why affirmations started coming true, is I realized that I don't have to have the same truth you do in life. And so that's kind of what freed me of that.
When you can get that, you don't have to be mad at me because I don't have
right, because you don't have the same truth. Exactly.
You know, we did that.
Perception is reality.
Yeah, it's all of it.
Do you remember 15 years ago when you were drawing the box on the whiteboard for me?
Yeah. You're welcome, universe. This was 15 years of coaching. No, it's the Landmark Forum concept of life is empty and meaningless, but it's empty and meaningless. That is empty and meaningless. Which when you first hear that, you're thinking, that's terrible. But it's not. Nothing has meaning until you assign it.
Well, you do exactly what you just did it right there. When you first hear that, you're thinking it's terrible. You're making that statement mean bad things. That's all happening inside your head. Empty
and meaningless sounds
It actually
sad.
Doesn't mean anything. Right. At all. Yeah. That's literally the point. No, and in the Wicked movie, the wizard makes that point too, which of course he's using it in a negative sense, but that's what I always say too. Like,
I didn't remember that part.
It's a fact, but you can choose to lean into the positive side of things or the negative side of things. That's the choice.
And that's the law of attraction.
Right.
You're going to get more of what you are looking for.
Without a doubt.
So there you have it.
That was a good one.
Glad you liked it.
I'm ready for this week now. Let's go.
All right. And now you know. So, Chad, what's happened this week?
I don't know what has happened this week. It's been a lot of events this week. What else? We had a closing on a new construction.
You've done a lot of shopping.
I've done a lot of shopping. Yeah, we have our holiday party on Saturday. So I've been shopping for the gifts for the agents because we're cool that.
Not just the agents.
No, their families too, and everybody that comes. Yeah.
We have a game. We're going to play a game.
It's a hallmark of our Christmas party, I think. Everybody else probably thinks I'm crazy, but everybody always wants to come to our Christmas party too.
You think so?
I know. So I got 3. Seriously, I got 3 texts at the beginning of November wanting to know what the date was so they could put it on their calendar because they didn't want to miss it, and they were starting to get invitations.
Well, good.
I know.
And we're doing it a little bit different this year, so we're switching it up.
We are switching it up.
New game,
new
location,
place,
new food.
Same great people though. So that's the important part at the end of the day. So yeah, I've done a lot of that. I still need to wrap all 30 of those presents. Haven't wrapped a single one yet. But I still got 48 hours. It's fine.
Yeah, I got my next 24 hours is going to be putting together some pop-bys. I thought I had this great idea when one of our past clients' daughter was selling fruit boxes for like the 4-H. So I bought 10 of these huge boxes and I thought, that'll be great, and I'll make fruit baskets. Well, they came in yesterday, so I'm going to pivot really fast because I'm going to get them made and out while the fruit is still fresh.
Yeah, that is something that actually has been happening a lot lately, which I love. Okay, so 2 things actually this week. I'm just going to brag a little bit because why not? Like, so we're in business planning. We're in preparing for next year with the agents. We're also in closing out this year. So if you haven't closed this year out, get your shit done because you only got a couple weeks left. And then let's get ready for 2026. That's kind of the MO. So a lot of pop-bys have been going out and there's some really super cute ones.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here thinking that maybe somebody watching this has no idea what we mean when we say pop-by.
Okay.
Do you
You
think
want
I'm
me
off on that?
No, I think that when I first say something to people and say a Popeye, most people think of the Sailor Man. Like they think
Popeye
I'm
with the
saying
spinach.
Popeye.
Yeah. No, that's not what you're saying.
I'm saying pop by.
Yeah.
Like stop by.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
With a gift. Explain the premise
yeah.
for in case anybody's watching that's never
So
heard.
one thing that we want to do in our business plan is make sure that we stay in touch with our past clients and future clients. And one way we do that is we stop by and we bring them a little gift, something seasonal, something, catchy, something, who knows what the topic or the theme might be, but it's just a little, I'm your realtor, wanted to give you this little gift, and you stop by and you drop that off. We did some of our realtors did poinsettias. They got the poinsettias on Black Friday.
You for like $1.19 or $1.99 or whatever.
And then take those by. Sometimes they have catchy goofy little phrases. I know in the summer, a lot of times people will do like a little kit to make lemonade or popsicles or
in the spring, they'll do like a packet of forget-me-nots with a little
seeds,
pot and shovel or something like that.
I like to do candles. I don't know why. I do a lot of candles. We did the simmering pots. That was one that had a lot of people in the office doing this last week or so, making the simmering pots with the fruit and the cranberries and the cloves and I don't know what else you put in there, but
yeah, those are cute. Those are my favorite.
So I'm doing fruit baskets.
Lovely. You just drive by. You're gonna pop by.
I'm gonna pop by and
your
drop
client's
them
house
off
and drop it off. Do you knock on the door and talk to them, or?
Usually I do not, because I also would not want to be caught off guard. It is weird to think, like, in my childhood, it would not be unusual for someone to stop and knock on your door. But now if somebody knocks on your door, you
Society
like
has
hit
changed.
the floor and you're like doing the army crawl to like make sure they don't see you in the window. I typically leave it and then I send a text so that they know it's there.
Yeah, because like you're dropping fruit off. You can't just leave fruit out on the porch, because anything like me, I go in through my garage and you never see it.
Right. I don't ever go in my front porch either. So, yep, that's what I do.
Yeah,
that's a pop-by.
That's what a lot of people do. Realtors. If that's not in your marketing strategy, your whatever, it should be. And you can make it your own. Like I would never...
I've done some ones that you were like, yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, I would never.
I don't know, I can't remember.
And I wouldn't go cutesy with it, but the premise is the same. Like I'm just not a cutesy creative person. I'm here's the facts person. So like,
when it's a past client,
but I would still
not
do that.
Usually so cute. I don't know if cutesy is the right word, but
Creative, corny, yeah. The one year you went to the dollar store and you got those whisks, and then we stuffed them full of Hershey Kisses, and they were like red and green Christmas whisks, and it said, "I whisk you a Merry Christmas." I was like, "Bleh. If you brought this to me, never again." Which is a lie. I'd still use you,
but those I usually use more for farming. So there's a difference. That's when I'm doing like mass Popeyes in a neighborhood.
Yeah,
maybe it's people that don't know me, so it's more of like to be remembered. But if I'm going to past clients, it's usually more of a gift than a corny.
Yeah. So I've seen a lot of pop-bys coming in and out of the office in the last couple of weeks, which is super exciting. And
it's just to keep you as a real estate agent top of mind. So when someone decides, I'm going to buy a house, they haven't forgotten you.
Right. And you need to do that. Like that's the whole point. That's your job as a realtor. That's how you get clients. That's how you get leads. And I mean, we preach that here.
Well,
pretty much, but I think we're doing pretty well. Our sales numbers are fine.
Yeah.
Almost final. We have one more closing this year, but
maybe two.
Yeah.
We might squeak in one more new build.
I was astonished with us this year, honestly. Like I just honestly have to take a minute. And I know I said this on the call the other day. I told them all is because of the realtors we have.
Absolutely.
And their buy-in and their work, collaboration and everything. But
our future is bright.
We ended the year with 22 agents, and we've sold just over $27 million. Now we've had 3 closings since then, and then we have another one for the book. So we may very well hit $28 million in real estate sales this year. The impressive part to me, though, was not that. And this is going to sound so weird when I say it out loud, but our average sales price was $228,000. And in today's day and age, I hear everybody complaining because they can't find clients because the market's slow, because of whatever. And I'm sitting here going, well, these 22 people busted their ass because they're going after all the clients. Like,
no, we did
that
several
is the
deals in
reason
less than 100,000.
right. That's what I mean. Like, so to
What,
like
do you
go
know that
out
number?
there.
How many transactions that was?
I don't. I didn't look that up. No, but we did 97 transactions this year. You think you squeeze three more out?
Yeah.
I would have loved to hit 100. Like, that would have been freaking amazing.
Well,
But
did you count the one today? And I think we have 3 more. You counted them all?
we're going to be
you
close. I was pre-counting, but we'll see. We'll be close. It'll be close.
Okay.
I may have missed some because I was not aware of Dawn's deal when I did the counting, and apparently Brianna didn't have her deal in there. So, like,
right.
We might. But anyways, that's a lot of transactions for 22 people to do. A lot. So I think I'm proud of our realtors.
I am too.
Just want to say that. 2025 wrapped. I think this is coming out in 2025 still, right? Next week. Yeah. So if you were on our team this year, even if you're still not on our team, I'm going to say it on the podcast too, even though I said it on Waking Up to Win. I know some people will watch on Waking Up to Win, our daily call. Incredibly proud of you. You're all awesome. And I wish more like you would join us because it's fun. We have fun.
It's fun to be good.
Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much what happened this week. I don't think anything dramatic aside from, just wrapping up the year and getting going. So what is going on in real estate? Hit us with the headlines, Aaron. I don't know why I like to say it that way. It's fun. Hit us with the headlines, Aaron.
Dramatic. Intense. Okay.
I thought maybe you were just naming. I thought for a second I thought those were headlines, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's do it."
No. Let's see. Delistings surge. Frustrated home sellers are pulling their listings off the market at a record pace, unwilling to cut prices to meet the limited pool of rate-stressed buyers.
I have a lot of thoughts about that one.
Do it.
Well, I think we have a lot of pricing issues right now because we're in a shifting market, and I do still think that we have a lot of sellers who want to price their house for what they need to get or what their neighbor got last year, not necessarily what the market is going to get them right now. And they're not willing to come off of that. So I think we just have a lot of houses that are overpriced and sellers that would rather pull them off the market than take less. And I think we have a lot of real estate agents that are struggling with having that conversation up front to say, that is not what your house is going to sell for.
Definitely sitting longer, for sure. I'm not sure I buy that it's overpricing, but
I know, because that's... yeah.
Because it's mine.
Uh-huh. I wasn't going to say it, but...
You're okay.
But I think that as we go into 2026, if things don't change, I think that is some coaching and training that we're going to do with our agents, because I think the danger, and we've had a few, the danger of our agents not being able to have that conversation up front to say, this is what your house is going to sell for. Instead of let's put it on the market and try. Those are the ones I think are coming off the market.
Oh, for sure. Well, but also those people, and that's where I'm like, I don't know that it's market driven. So like for me, I'd rather sell the house. I don't have to sell the house. I could rent the house. So it's that, that's my story, right? So that's the reason why I know my house is listed on the high side. I'm aware of that. I had that conversation, with Mikey when we listed the house. Right. And we've done incremental price drops as we go, and we are still getting showings. So few.
Not
I mean,
many,
it's not
though,
blowing
right.
out,
And-
but comparatively to the rest of the market around that house, it's very similar. So I don't, like the house is definitely listed on the high side for sure.
Right. No, and a lot of times I just think that sellers have what they need to get, and that what you need to get is not a strategy for pricing your house. And I think
No.
that that's where real estate agents are going to have to get really good to be able to
have
show
that
them what your
conversation,
house is going to sell for right now, because we get pretty dang accurate.
Yeah. I don't need to get what I have my house listed for. That's, so, but it is, it's, I want to.
But the
so.
danger is the longer you sit on the market, then you have all the issues of
for
what
sure.
does that mean? And yeah, so I think a lot of sellers are like, you know what, I'm going to pull it off the market and I'll come back in the
Maybe
spring.
we'll try again
or,
in spring. And
Yep.
the interest rates are playing into that a little bit more too. I think there's a little bit of a supply and demand pushing on that also. Like,
But the houses that are priced right.
interest rates did not go down like they said they were going to. As a matter of fact, they went up. And then the Fed's supposed to be cutting the rate again today, which is the day we're recording this. It will already be cut the day we
Right.
come out.
I
And
saw
every
that last
loan
night.
officer I talked to
Yeah.
says it's going to be bad for interest rates.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So
I,
we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, when the Fed cuts rates, everybody hears that as a good thing.
I know,
but
it's
it
not.
actually means that the economy is struggling. So we'll see.
Yeah.
The NAR 2024 financial report was released,
Yeah.
and it was just discussing
NAR's really making headlines these days, aren't they?
over 1.07 billion in total assets. The CEO earned roughly $2.49 million. Marketing cost, including $43 million. Member dues, $303.5 million. With a net income of $10.7 million.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean a lot to me.
I mean, it's a massive, that's a big organization. That's what it means to me.
Yeah.
But I've heard some people moan about some of those numbers. I've heard some people say they're great. All over the place. NAR is in such a weird position
I was
right
going to
now.
say, a couple of years from now, this is all going to look different.
Yeah. And I will give credit to the CEO. She is trying for sure. So I think I did that a couple weeks ago on that. And I've had this conversation with so many people over the last few weeks because they did their whole update in 2026 vision and strategic plan and all of that.
Making a lot of changes. So
yeah,
we'll see.
it is kind of insane. The size of the organization doesn't seem like that big of an organization to me. I think maybe just because of the way it's run. Like I don't know. I don't know why. Seems a little more haphazard than that to me. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just astonishes me.
What else you got?
All right, last one. Technology and AI. Real estate tech is booming with AI-powered search tools and platform integrations changing how agents and buyers operate.
Did it give a specific new one?
I was going to say, I feel like that's been a minute.
ReChat/FUB.
ReChat?
Yes.
And what does it say ReChat is? Is that a
Let's see.
chat AI?
ReChat and Follow-Up Boss.
Yeah, I saw that.
Real estate
Okay.
technology platforms that recently integrated offer a unified super app.
Yeah.
Combining FUB's lead management, CRM, with ReChat's AI-powered marketing, transaction, and communication tools.
It's like tick, tick, tick. They're all jumping on. So Follow-Up Boss is a CRM that's been around forever. We actually tried it when we first started in, however long ago that was. It was before I licensed, before I got my license. What was that, like
19,
8
20?
years ago,
I
6
don't
years
know.
ago, something like that. We tried Follow-Up Boss. And so it's a CRM for realtors, and they've done the same thing Realty One Group did with OneSuite.
With
We
Auto?
put Auto in. Auto is a chat
Auto.
AI. Auto. Auto. Am I saying it funny?
Auto.
Auto.
You're saying AUTO and it's OTTO.
Oh, okay. Auto?
That's his name.
Auto?
Auto.
Auto?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that right.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
you are.
So you can talk to Otto in
I love that you're saying it right now.
one suite.
It's been bugging me for weeks, and I've kept my mouth shut.
And Otto can do things in your
Yes.
CRM. So, like, instead of having to know how to assign a drip campaign, you can just tell Otto, thanks for that
You're welcome.
subconscious thought in my head now and forever. You can just tell Otto to assign a drip campaign to a client or whatever. You can add clients, that kind of thing. So Realty One Groups is internal, and Follow Up, that one is too. Follow Up Boss, they just released theirs. Everybody's releasing them right now. KV Core's had one for a minute now too, but that one will actually talk to clients.
My hesitation or my concern is that we're going to swing the pendulum, and it's going to become insincere follow up. And I don't want mass emails. When you send me something that your little bot wrote, I can see you. I see it. And then I'm more annoyed. I wish you wouldn't even have messaged me.
Yeah.
So I think the agents who can stay real and do their own
You don't even
follow
have,
up.
It's not even, yeah, I'm going to challenge that. Do your own follow up. I would totally have an AI doing follow up for me if I was still doing that. But it would be trained well.
Yeah.
And that's the difference, right? Like there's
But you got to take the time to train
people,
it.
exactly.
People are going to be lazy
right.
and be like, oh, now
they're
I
just
can
going to
do
turn
it.
it on.
Exactly.
And then that 10%, that's like the rule. 10% of the people will figure out how to use it to its full extent, right?
You think 10%? I feel like you're being generous.
That's a technology stat that I've
Yeah,
heard
just
over
like in
the
our
years.
industry, it's
And
not
it might
gonna be.
but like, that's the stat. 10% of the people. So the other 90%, they're all going to sound the exact same.
Mm-hmm. And that is
That's
where
the
it's going to,
problem.
yeah. So,
Right.
so if you're a real estate agent out there, you need to remember that we're a relationship business. And if all of a sudden you stop doing all that and you start letting AI do it,
Well, and I can't wait.
You
for
might as
these-
well not do it at all.
I can't wait for the headlines to turn to AI replaces real estate agent. Like they're not there yet because realtors are generally, I shouldn't say realtors. I think society is in generally scared of AI. Like
You do?
I do. Yeah. I think if society knew
generational, maybe like there's an age limit or an age point where you're afraid of it.
Yeah, but it's young. I would think it's
Are you
younger
afraid
than
of it?
I'm not afraid of it, but my husband is. And so
Yeah.
is my best friend, Amy, one of my best
And
friends.
I'm not afraid of it.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know that it's generational.
I can't wait to get my little
Yeah.
robot who cleans
I
my
know,
house.
right?
What was he called in that? What's that movie?
The Jetsons. I
No,
always think of the
not
Jetsons, the cartoon.
That aged you. No, iRobot.
Oh, with Will
Let me-
Smith.
Where they're like human, like
Yeah.
he cries. He gets
Yes.
a little tear.
He gets emotion.
Those kind.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I know people are afraid of that.
So I don't think it's being used as much as it is in the headlines right now.
But you
It's not
think
in society yet because it's so new. Now, the one thing about AI is it's fast. Like the
I know.
internet changed. The internet changed
Yeah,
the
I
world
know.
very quickly for its time. You got nothing on AI.
Right.
Like it's gonna go fast.
Yeah.
And so, but
Just
that
be
is-
careful.
It won't.
Don't lose yourself.
It's never, and you shouldn't let it replace you.
Right.
But use it as a tool to help you, or it will replace you.
Right.
It's just like some other person coming into your workspace, right? You work with them, collaborate with them to produce the best effort, but use it for what it's good at. And you do what you're good at. If you're successful in this business, it's because you're good at talking to people.
I've seen some people actually already start doing videos and reels, and that's not them.
I know. Well, we could go back to what happened last week. Somebody asked me what I thought about doing that. One of our agents asked me what I thought about using an AI avatar to create social media presence. And I, of course, said, you're your own boss, so you do whatever you want. I would not do that personally. Because
there may be a way to do it.
it's not real.
Right.
It's not, and you can tell it's not real. It's not your words. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag too. Oh, we have a couple. So this agent that asked me is bilingual also. And so they speak in this Spanglish, right? Like they speak Spanish fluently. That's their native language. And then they say English as a second language, but it's been a long time. So the two have just kind of converged. You're never going to get an AI to do that.
Yeah.
Because you can't, like, that's so niche cultural and so made up of that individual person's journey through life, their languages, that it's never going to sound
All
like
of it,
you.
mannerisms,
Yeah,
tone.
like
No.
and so that's why I said no, I would not do that. Now that being said, I think this is where you were going to go, which is I think you could easily use it as a tool to make you feel more comfortable on the screen.
You think?
Yeah. Like, I think there's probably some creative thing you could do with like green screens where
I just need a filter.
your AI avatar
They already
could be
have that.
in the video with you. Like those kind of things. Like, I think
done right.
if it makes you feel better about recording
But again,
a video,
don't replace yourself.
don't replace yourself.
Or to your point,
Now,
you'll be replaced.
I'm going to cap on the back end of this too. This particular agent doesn't do anything with their social media right now. So then I followed up the conversation with saying, but if you're going to do it, then do it.
Yeah.
Like, because that would be better than nothing.
Right. Maybe.
I mean, it would be, because at a bare minimum, social media helps your SEO and all of that. And so if you're putting that out there on the internet that you're a real estate agent with your name and stuff like that, that's all text. So there's some tech stuff going on in the background there that it wouldn't be harmful to do that with your social media. But I don't think it's going to make you.
It might be fun occasionally.
Like, I don't think it's going to make you
one.
popular or, you know what I mean, generate a lot of leads on its own.
Like, it might be fun to do one like of us jumping out of an airplane and not be us, but like not to be your everyday.
Oh, those ones that I see on TikTok of these ridiculous things that happen to people all the time are like the dogs are saving the kids or from a grizzly bear. And I'm like, that is not real.
And and that's annoying now, because at first it was fun to watch it, but now it's annoying because now real things we're getting desensitized. And so now when someone actually saves a baby in a burning building, like, that's nothing.
Yeah, whatever. There was no grizzly bear in there with it.
My kitty cat saved somebody last week. You have opposable thumbs.
Oh, you have opposable thumbs.
It's easy for you to carry a baby.
Quote of the week. You have opposable thumbs. Get out of my face. Yeah. It's just funny. That's what sets us apart from the rest of the animal kingdom. Our thumbs go like this. So when a
kitty cat saves a child in a burning building, it's amazing.
Some cats actually have opposable thumbs.
And
fun
now
fact.
You know.
Fun fact.
And now you know.
What the floop?
What the floop?
What the floop did you find on the internet this week, Erin?
Hope it's not a cat saving a baby.
Honestly,
that would be hysterical.
It's not. I spent so long on the internet trying to find something. All of it's the same. But then I thought about, so we had an agent who had a client who closed yesterday. And this client already kind of had some situations in the past with parents getting too involved.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, the client closed. The mom showed up when she wasn't supposed to show up and pretty much, unfortunately, sabotaged the closing by challenging everything on the Alta, calling everything unacceptable. Nothing was okay. Questioning interest rates, questioning trash cans, questioning keys to the back door. While unfortunately her client just sat there with his head down.
Oh, yeah. Her client was her son. I have experience with that mom, too. She spent 45 minutes yelling at me, telling me I didn't have her son's best interest at heart. And then she talked him into walking away from a condo when there was absolutely no reason to walk away on inspections. And then I said, no, thanks. You're going to need to find a new agent. And one of our agents was very kind. But she did have a stipulation when she took him as a client. She said, I'll represent you.
You're missing a chapter, though.
What chapter did I miss?
Of the conversation I had to get her out initially. Remember, we were out?
Yeah, well, we wrote the contract, and then Yes, she
And
was
then she got
mad
him
about
again.
the terms, and so that's when she called me and told me that I didn't have her kid's best interest at heart, and then that's when you called her and said, "Oh yeah, he does," and let me talk to you. So you talked to her. She calmed down until we got the inspection notice back. Then it was back
But I
at
think
it.
that's when Dad stepped in. I think Dad blew. But either way, what the floop is, you got a grown child who's buying a house. Let them buy a house.
She's 26.
Well qualified, great job. I mean, great kids, great head on his shoulders.
Ton of money in the savings account, like not even
Come on.
spending all
Mom
his
and
savings
Dad,
on
you
the
gotta
down
let
payment.
go. You gotta let go.
The first house that we had him under contract for was a freaking great deal too. Like, great deal. He got an appraisal waiver on it because that's how good of a deal it was. They talked him out of canceling it. They didn't want him to
Talked him
move
into
out.
canceling it.
Talked him out of buying it. I meant to say.
Yeah, so
It is like people, and it's I know I'm sitting here in judgment because it's not what I think I would have done. I don't have kids, so I don't know how I would behave with that, and I understand.
my son bought a house.
right?
His first house was not a house I wanted him to buy. My husband didn't want him to buy in the area that he bought, but I'm like, listen, he's 24 years old. This is not your choice. You give him all the facts, and you got to let him go. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
He did end up closing yesterday. And when our agent took him after I said, it was 100% me that said no thanks too. She would have still represented him, but we do this all together and we have a good enough relationship that when one of us puts our foot down, the other one respects it. So it was what it was, but she took him and she did make an agreement with him that Mom and Dad were not allowed to talk to her at all.
or be on the
Weren't allowed to be on the phone. They weren't allowed to come with him to
He could
showings.
do whatever he wanted.
Can tell them whatever they wanted, but he is her client and she wants him to make decisions. She felt like he wasn't comfortable saying the truth with them around, so that's why she asked him to do that, which I thought was perfectly acceptable to me.
Being bigger, of course it was, but being more than just being a realtor, she changed his life.
Oh, she was definitely
because he called and said, "I want you to represent me," and then she helped him set the boundaries.
Well, and the sad part,
he would have never bought a house.
For me, the sad part, and this is where I'm like so judgmental, but it is the good thing to do. Like, I think, but it was sad. It made me sad because I was getting that story yesterday. And that was my what the floop. Like, it's not what the floop I'm mad for me about this. It's what the floop I'm sad because they walked away from that closing table and neither parent congratulated the kid on his first home.
Yeah.
And the agent called and said, I just want you to know I'm really proud of you. And as a mother, I just felt that you did a good job. You were very thorough in your questions. All your rate is great. And now you have this house that you put a good chunk of money down on that's set up for you in your future.
I'm thankful.
And he cried and said thank you, and he loved her.
And that is the difference. I would have not fired them.
Yeah.
For the record, I would have done what our agent did because that's who she made a difference for, is the kid.
And I understand that, and I applaud, and I love that she was there and was willing to represent him, but I don't have the skills to get there yet, and I'm okay with that.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, that was definitely a ongoing saga. Realtors, you got to manage the client. And sometimes it's okay to not. It's okay to say no. Just say no sometimes. It's okay. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. All right, that's a wrap on another week of chaos, closings, and questionable decisions.
If this episode made you laugh, think, or text your real estate bestie like, girl, this is us, do us a favor.
Hit that subscribe button, leave a quick review, follow us on socials, or send us your own unhinged real estate stories. Seriously, we want to share them.
And hey, don't just survive this week. Get out there and build your business.
You've got everything it takes.
We'll be back next week with more chaos and more clarity.
Until then,
keep waking up to win.